Hey dear students, how are you? Maybe you are well by the grace of Almighty Allah. I am also fine by the mercy of His. Okay, welcome to my virtual class. Today, look at this. Today's topic is subject-verb agreement or right form of verb. Today, we will learn how to use subject-verb agreement or right form of verbs. Already we have taken our classes for 5 or 7. Now, look at this. I have written rules for you. Expressions stating amount of time, money, weight, distance, value are plural in form but take a singular verb as in. Look at this here. First example A. 3 weeks dash be a singular dash be a long time. 3 weeks. Look at this here. 3 weeks. After this subject we will use a singular form of verb. We know be equal am, is, are or was were. According to tense, we will use here am, is, are or was, were. We have known this. Time, money, weight, distance, value are plural in form, but after this word, we will use a singular form of verb. Okay. So, 3 weeks after this subject, we will use a singular form of verb. Be equal am, is, are or was, were. According to tense, we will use here is, singular form, is or was. 3 weeks is a long time or 3 weeks was a long time. Here we will use a singular form of verb, is. Okay. $200 dash a lot of money. The same subject here, $200. After this subject, we will use a singular form of verb, is or was. Okay, now next look at this. 30 miles dash be a long way. 30 miles, this subject looks a plural form, but after this subject we will use a singular form of verb. Okay. 30 miles is or was is a long way. 100 years, the same subjects, 100 years, a lot of time, but after this subject we will use a singular form of verb. 100 years is a long time. Money dash in the bracket has given here beget. We will use a singular form of verb here. Beget, B-E-G-E-T, singular form of verb, S. Money begets money. Okay. Again I am telling you, expressions stating amount of time, money, weight, distance, value are plural in form but take a singular verb as in here. 3 weeks after this subject we will use here a singular form of verb. 3 weeks is a long time. In the bracket has given here B. If they are given B in the bracket, we will use am, is, are or was, were. According to tense, we will use in the sentence. Okay. Now look at this. $200. $200, though it looks like a plural form of subject, but after this word, we will use a singular form of verb. Okay. $200 is a lot of money. 30 miles is a long way. 100 years is a long time. Money budgets, money begets money. Okay. Money begets money. Such a way we will use the examples of subject-verb agreement or right form of verbs. Okay. Hey dear students, look at the whiteboard. Here is subject-verb agreement or right form of verbs. Here I have given another rules. Look at the whiteboard. It's also very easy. Arithmetical operations require singular form of verb. Okay, bear in mind, arithmetical operations require singular form of verb. Here I have given some examples for your understanding. Look at this here. First example A. 5 plus 5 dash 10 in the bracket has given here B. We know B equal am, is, are or was, are. Okay. 5 plus 5. After this subject we will use singular form of verb. It is arithmetical operations. Okay. 5 plus 5 is 10. 10 minus 5. If the sentence or if given like this, 10 minus 5. After this subject we will use singular form of verb. Is or was. Okay. According to tense we will use is or was. 10 divided by 2. Same subject. After this subject we will use a singular form of verb. Is 5. Okay. We know arithmetical operations require singular form of verb. Now look at this exam. The first exam, A 5 plus 5 is 10. In the bracket has given B. We have used here is according to tense. If you use in past tense, you will use here was. Okay. 10 minus 5 is 5. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Okay. Now we will learn another rules. Subject-verb agreement or right form of verbs. Look at this here. I have written another rules. Generic references with the required plural form of verb. Okay. Generic references with the required plural verb. The required plural verb. Here I have written very shortly here. The plus adjective. Here look at this. The plus adjective equal plural form of verb. The or the plus adjective, then we will use plural form of verb. If the subject, the plus adjective. Okay, here look at this. The versus. The versus dash in the bracket has given B. Always happy. We will use here a singular form of verb or plural form of verb. Which will be correct? We will write this subject like this subject, the versus, the is, the young, the English, the French. We will use after this subject plural form of verb. Okay. The plus adjective equal plural form of verb. Now the versus dash in the bracket has given be always happy. Are always happy. We know be equal am, is, are or was, were. According to tense we will use here am, is, are or was, were. Okay. There is like this subject, there is subject plus adjective, the plus adjective. After that we will use a plural form of verb. There is in the bracket not be. Okay, if there given the word not, after be after verb we will use auxiliary verb or verb will use not. The rich are not always happy. Okay, the rich are not always happy. The young dash like to listen to loud music. Here in the bracket, like is a plural form of verb. The English dash be distant, and the French dash humorous. This after this subject, the English are distant and the French are humorous. Okay. Again, I am telling you for your realization, subject, if the subject generic references with the required plural form of verb or plural verb, or I have given here very shortly, subject plus adjective equal plural form of verb. The first exam A, the virtues are always happy. The rich are not, in the bracket has given not to be, and so we have written here are not. The rich are not always happy. The young like, in the bracket has given like. The young after this subject we will use a plural form of verb, and so we have written here like. If we use s after like, yes, it will be singular. So after this word we have written only like. The young like to listen to loud music. Last number, the English are distant and the French are humorous. Okay. I hope you will be able to understand my examples. Okay, thank you.